here before Alex, but I don't think Alex will be doing anything soon. That him and Nad kind of left a little bit of leather on each other's faces, so I think it'll be recovery time for the pair of them. But you know, I think Alex dominated. He deserved the win, but you can't take anything away from Nad. That was a great fight, man. Absolutely fantastic fight. Yeah.
And the comeback of the night, Paddy Pimblett. I mean, to see that one clean clocked with a big left hook, and you know, probably more memorable you'll see tomorrow the post-fight interviews. What do you think of that kid?
The Milky Bar kid, I call him. Yeah, Paddy's a talent, man. I think Paddy is itching to run away with it and run ahead, and sometimes you got to look at Paddy and think he's only 19 years of age, you know, and the more you can just keep him back and let him develop and become a man, he's going to be a real force in this sport. To do what he's doing at 19, it's going to be very interesting to see what he's going to do maybe when he goes to the States and has a few camps in the States and trains with other level guys. Yeah, I'm excited for Paddy. Very young talent.
You know, Superman Shashak had put in another fantastic performance, and as a 13-2 underdog, I think, on the betting lines, you know, he dominated Damian Rooney. Is there a flyweight title shot in that young man's future anytime soon? Totally.
Shaq is I can't keep up with Shaq when he's fighting. He's fast, man. You know, and even the way he was moving tonight, doing all his fancy footwork, waving his hands around, he's entertaining to watch. You know, he's a good kid. So there is a title there that we have spoken about, and we'll probably have that chat again this week and see if we're going to put pen to paper on that. Yeah.
It seems that the respective camps of both guys seem to be going for the Hack vs Caswell flyweight title fight.
That's an interesting fight. I like that.
Yeah. Well, I know Caswell called out both of them, said they were both losers because one of them's going to lose tonight, the other one's going to lose to me. Is that you know, if that's not fighting talk, I don't know what it is. Does that, as a promoter, though, isn't that what you want from your fighters, to be outspoken about what they want?
Yeah, of course, you know, it's their career. At the end of the day, it's a team game. They got coaches, they got the managers and stuff, but when it comes down to it, it's about the fighter. It's about the fighter marketing himself and being clever with his words. So yeah, if they want to jump on social media, plot and plan and call guys out, make guys look silly, then, you know, go for it. It's your career.
After his big win at Cage 72, has there been any more thought put into Jack Marshman versus Jack Hermansson?
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah,
we'll probably do that in the new year sometime. No, it'll be in the new year sometime. It won't happen this year. But Jack is the number one. He's the number one guy. Marshman is the number one in that middleweight division now. Yeah, that'll happen.
I have to ask, because at Newport we spoke about Jack, and you were saying he's never made weight at a title limit. You know, it was something you had to talk. Have you spoke with Jack or his camp? Have they assured you that extra pound's going to be no worries at all? Because obviously a title implication if he fails to make weight.
Yeah, I've had that conversation with the camp. We chatted. We had a look at the history, and they've guaranteed me and given their word that he'll be on weight. So I can only take them for that, and hope that the professionalism stays within that. And if we go to the effort of putting that title fight on, that he makes that weight.
Have you got a location in mind for that fight?
Not yet, no. We haven't looked at locations or the dates yet, but we'll get there.
I noticed Ian Bean just standing over my corner, so he's not going to thank me for this, but I think if I got my math even close to right, something like 38 fights in 2 weeks he's put together. How much more can we expect to see for New Year's Eve? Is there going to be any of Ian Bean left?
He'll be there. He,
just a little shrivel of a mouth.
He likes putting these fights on. If there's no fights to go on, he gets grumpy. So the more I give him, the more smiler he gets. Got to keep the smile on his face. Yeah.
And you say no more European. You've got Copper Box November 15th, which is just a hella card, and then the last event of the year is December 31st. Is that it now?
Yeah, that'd be it. I mean, like I said, there was 4 others in the Middle East that were all going back to back, but because of everything that's going on there, it's just best to leave them from here.
What are you going to spend your December doing? You got, you know, it gives you a little bit of downtime in terms of, you know, planning 2015. What do you want for, you know, this time next year? How many Cage Warriors are we going to have had the pleasure of seeing?
For next year, we'll see. For December, I've dusted my boxing gloves off recently. I'm back sparring, so I'll probably spend December getting my face punched. Do some face conditioning.
Very nice. Rather you than me.
One last question. Brett John's Cage Warriors contract, is there anything to update us on that?
I haven't heard from their camp yet. Last I heard, he had a hand injury that he was looking after and nursing, so I don't know what the update is. when the guys are signed with us, like we have a lot of fighters signed, so if we don't hear from them asking for dates or fights, we assume they're either injured or they're not ready or they've got plans. So last I heard, he was nursing a hand injury, so I haven't heard anything since.
So I got one more because I'm afraid of her and she'll kill me. Catherine Costigan, every time we talk to her, she keeps saying, Braylon Boylan, give me an atomweight title fight. Is that something maybe we could expect for New Year's Eve?
We've got to look to try and find other atomweights for Catherine. I've said this before in a previous post-fight presser where there's no doubt Catherine's talented, but then if we stick the belt out there for her and she wins it, then who else is there for her? We need to find a few challengers for her. Find someone, A, who's on par with her to actually fight for the belt, and then B, can we get another one or two underneath that to step in and challenge? And you know, I don't want it to be another situation like she's just got no one to fight.
So while you're sparring, Ian Dean's on the computer looking for, you know, credible atomweights.
Yeah, I might have to get him to cut weight. He might have to cut the fighter himself.
Thanks for your time, Grant.
No problem. Thank you for coming, boys.
Cheers.
And thank you for coming, boys.
Cheers.
And thank